Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Starfield. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You've been around. Thanks for watching. We're jumping back in. I was able to get some sleep, so hopefully I won't be any loopier than I was in the last episode. Apologize if that did get a little off track there at all, because I had been up for a long time. So, we are jumping back into Starfield here. We're here in New Atlantis. We've been running around talking to people. We were going to check out the what are these people called again? The Freestar Collective Embassy is our plan. So we're going to check this out here. And then we'll walk around New Atlantis a little more. And then I think we just might... Man, I am lost. This city is the most confusing city. Like, that's the mast building. I just... give me a city map. I might have to look up a city map, actually, if this continues. Alright, let's see here. So we're here in the embassy. There might not be anything to do here. Hello?
No loiter. Nobody sees the ambassador without an appointment. And you don't have one.
Well, we don't have an appointment to see the ambassador. That's okay. That is some modern wall art right there. None of these are anything I can interact with. Does this go anywhere? Nope. Well, we shall Skyrim our way out of here. Well, that was exciting. That was an adventure. I like this little sculpture, though. That's pretty cool. So there's the bank. Okay, so there are some, I would guess, landmarks that we can use to kind of keep track of where we are. So what is this building? What is this? Armistice Archives. Huh.
By the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical. Cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening.
Ah, well, so it's a museum of the peace, and below this museum, oh, that's just aggravating. Below this museum is where all that technology is. Oh, I sense a late game adventure to check out that tech. These are just some patrons. What's in here? Oh, this just goes back outside. What can we do down here? What happens if we go down this elevator? Is this restricted? Oh, it's not restricted. Oh, I guess it is restricted. We recall the cost of unfettered war. We stand as the bulwark of peace. Authorized personnel only. Wait, I can just... I can just go in here? Like... Really? You're just gonna let me... Okay. So I'm just allowed to walk in here. Ah, the master level lock. So I can't go in here. Access codes are required. Ah, here we go. So established a central archive guarded by three parties: the Freestar Collective, House Faerun, and the United Colonies. for the collection and protection of all knowledge, research, and documentation depicting, describing, or in any way related to technologies and mechanisms banned by the Armistice. It shall be governed by the following laws. Access to all information in this archive will be mutually managed by all three parties. Access is only permitted by unanimous agreement of authorized factional representatives. The facility will be under the direct control of no sovereign faction, and no single party permitted to overrule the others. All decisions regarding matters pertaining to the archives must be unanimous, and any attempt at unauthorized access will be considered an act of aggression against all parties. Each party commits to defend the others against any such attempts. If you have questions, please contact Mass Public Relations Desk. So we can't go in here. That's fine. I like this cable on the ground. There's another person chilling out back here. Lots of keyboards we really can't interact with. This is also locked. Okay. Ooh, but this door is not locked. What is this door? Should we be in here? I feel like we should not be here. Like, us coming in here... Is this just a trash room? Huh. Anything in here worth picking up? Doesn't look like it. Do you like broken computers? Because they got a lot of them down here in the archives, apparently. Okay, well. Another place. Oh, I got the nose running today. Had to do the lawn mowing, and now I'm all exhausted. Let's see here. So we came in through this door. I don't want to get lost, because it's still nighttime. Oh, but this takes you out to another side of this building. Okay. Let's go around the other side of the building here. Alright, so we've got a central plaza. We got the tree. We got some kind of big building here. What is this? What is this building? Oh, like a public gardens, maybe? I should probably be keeping off the grass, but... Oh. Oh, is this that big tree they told us about? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so... This comes down here. This is the most confusing layout. I am never going to memorize this town. Alright, so there's where we just were. Here's the museum. You can come out and walk in. Here is some modern art. Or actually, since this is way in the future, it would technically be postmodern art. Isn't that correct? I don't know. In here...
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to you. UC citizens only.
Ah, I think I understand. And the cost to put me down as a citizen would be what exactly?
Sir, bribery is a crime in the colonies.
Fine. Perhaps I'll just be having a chat with your superiors then. Good day.
Good day to you. So what do you sell?
We've got some lovely places available, if you've earned your citizenship, of course.
Ah, so we can become a citizen, and then will we be able to buy land?
It's a buyer's market right now. Good time to make a move. Welcome to Feeling Realty. I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. What brings you in today? Looking to settle down, or move up in the world, or just window shopping?
Wait, what? I'd like some place to live in New Atlantis.
I don't blame you. It's a lovely city. The crown jewel of the UC. I'm here if you have any more questions, or if you'd like to look at properties.
What do you have for sale?
Okay, let me just pull up your data. Oh, I'm sorry, but you're not a United Colony citizen. I'm afraid property ownership here in New Atlantis isn't available to you. If you take the exciting step of becoming a citizen, we'll be here for you.
Will service guarantee citizenship? Okay, how about places outside New Atlantis?
Oh, don't I wish. Between UC regulations and demand here in the city, I haven't had a chance to branch out yet. But you best believe I'm keeping an eye on the situation and actively lobbying for a little more leeway.
Okay.
Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
So, if we become a citizen of New Atlantis, we can come here and we can buy a house. Okay, there's the mast building.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP.
I am fine. Let's see here. So there's the actual mast building.
That's because in Ambassador Radcliffe's head, the Free Star Collective and the UC are still fighting the colony war. We just need to convince her that President Abeyo isn't the same as her predecessors, and that an adversarial UC is a thing of the past.
Does Radcliffe even need to be involved?
President Abeyo wants to foster relations, not fracture them. Keep up.
We'll make sure she knows, ma'am.
Good. I'll see you at the 11:30 then.
Alright, I was just kind of looking. There's some kind of broadcast happening.
Officially clamped down on
Aha.
citing a lack of evidence, and the fact that they occasionally still employ the services of the contract company.
It's just like a news radio just in the middle of the park. That seems like a terrible idea to allow that. Alright, so that's the mast building. Isn't there supposed to be a scientist out front of a tree? Aha! Hello, scientist. Hello?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
To the bottom of what? Is something wrong? You sound concerned.
Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
Sure. I'd love to help. I love helping.
Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Okay. Easy enough. And speaking of, I've been thinking about this. We have that skill point to spend, and you know what I'm going to spend it on? I want to scan better. I was thinking about this. Let's make our scanning better so that we can scan more stuff, because that seems important in the game. So we're going to spend a skill point on the scanning capability, because we have so much we still have to scan. This scan, you cannot scan this tree, unfortunately. Alright. Okay, what else do we have going on around here? I see I got confused. I got turned around because this city is so confusing. Okay, what's over here? Alright, that's the big tree on the park. Over here, more modern art. Up there's that little plateau with a tree on it. Well, there's a lot of trees everywhere. Over here... Okay, that leads up to there. Oh! Okay, so over here is the Hey! We found the place we had to go to. Okay. So... we know where the lodge is. It's that building with the big bronze door on it. This path goes nowhere. While we're walking around, let's grab these sensors. I still want to check out a little more of the city before we go into the lodge. Hey, I found a biosensor. Let's see. So there's the lodge. Feels like there's not much over that way. And then where does this loop around to? Man, the lodge is looking kind of wore down. Reliant Medical. This goes behind the lodge and up there. Anything over here? Nope. Rip.
What?
Alright, we have Reliant Medical. So this is the commercial district still. How do we go into the medical building?
Evening, sir.
Ah, right through here.
You know, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. You're seeing the doctor. That's it.
Hello, doctors? Oh. Is that a computer I can interact with? No.
I talked to you.
All this computer skill and hacking skill for nothing. Let's see. Anything else over here? I mean, once we have the lay of the land, this will help us out later on. I assume when we are, you know, adventuring more and need to get to places. We'll know where it all
The majority of
is.
citizens here in New Atlantis count on Reliant Medical. I believe our reputation speaks for itself.
Okay.
Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
Aha! Tell me about Reliant Medical.
Well, everyone knows Reliant, largest medical provider in the settled systems. They've spent decades advancing medical science with their research division, and have built an entire supply network to keep us all healthy. They've always been quite proud to work here.
You seem it. You see a lot of patients.
Well, of course, New Atlantis is a big place. Lots of people, which means no shortage of injuries, communicable diseases. But we're well staffed and do our best to accommodate anyone who needs help.
All right. What kind of supplies you
You
got?
certainly come to the right place.
So what's he sell? He sells the anti-addiction drugs. He sells antibiotics to treat infection, treat burns, all kinds of stuff. Heart Plus. Huh, damage resistance. Huh. I love how it's all these, like, crazy injectors. Just all kinds of stuff. Injector. Treats brain injury. It's just injector is what it's called. Huh. Oh, or is that... Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's something we would need to make our own injectable? I don't know. Med packs are the same price as the other place. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if med packs were the same. You know what? Let's buy 2 med packs. Oh, let's buy 3. Just to spend our money.
May you remain in good health.
I hope so. And we could... Oh! A pharmaceutical lab is here. I can probably just use his lab, right? Yeah, so I can just make stuff like antibiotics, immobilizer, injector, penicillin. I can't make... Well, stim packs. I keep wanting to call them that. I can't make those. Which I wonder if it's because I'm not, like, high enough level? What were we supposed to do for this skill? Here, we have to create 5 unique food, drinks, drugs, weapon mods, or equipment mods. So, well, if we have to make some stuff, let's make something. So let's make some bandages. Craft 1. Let's make immobilizer. So we have made 2 unique items for that skill, I think, right? Yes. Because what's its next level is... Crafting items becomes cheaper. Okay, just as an option. Did that say... No, I can't read. Okay. Reading is difficult.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. If you walk in, you will almost assuredly walk out.
Ha! Nice. And we could steal from these, but we're not going to. We are not here to thievery. We're just here to look around right now. We may develop thievery skills later on, who knows? But right now we can't even hide. Like, we don't even get the, like, how to sneak ability. So, figure that out. So, that's Reliant Medical. Pretty big building. And over here we also have E.T. Clothers, or Clothier, if you want to say it in French. Yeah, bilingual. Didn't know that, did you? Hello, clothing guy.
Please let me know if I may assist you.
Well, look at me, thank you.
You won't find a larger array of options in all the settled systems, I guarantee you.
I don't think I get fashion.
I will tell you a secret. I'm not sure anyone really does. Some act like they have it all figured out, and I admit I am guilty of that myself from time to time. There are, I suppose, a few actively trying to steer the herd, but most are just content to run at the front of the pack and act like they know where it's going. At the end of the day, you must feel comfortable in what you wear. If it speaks to you, what anyone else thinks doesn't matter.
Okay, well, what have you got?
Be my guest.
Okay, we can buy some clothes. We can buy... Ooh, that's a cool poncho. So again, you can buy clothes that will offset certain things. Aha! We might get that. Up persuasion chance. Carpo salary suit. I like this. This Corpo boardroom suit. Corpo sleek suit. Oh, a lot of these are persuasion. Fashionable suit. That's pretty good looking. Up your O2 recovery speed. More persuasion. Anything in a... Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Megacorp Executive. Neo City Corpware. A dress. White Neo City poncho. Those ponchos are pretty cool. I tell you what, I liked this one. This says, I am awesome. We're going to buy that. And we're going to stop talking to you.
You came in.
I'm glad I came in too. We're going to go ahead and do our equipment. Our clothing, we're going to change into our outfit here. And let's take off. Let's leave our spacesuit on, I guess. Just in case. I find it funny that if you steal their crystal desk file, it's thievery. But if you steal this succulent plant, they don't care. That's pretty good. So we have upped our persuasion chance. Always good, since we're going to try and be a talker. A lover and a fighter is our goal. Okay, Orion Tower. What is Orion Tower? Ah, this is going to be like the apartment building, isn't it? Residences. So up here, this is probably where we could buy an apartment for ourselves. Okay, 2 elevators go to the same place. This door is locked. So, someone left their wine here. If you pick up money, it's not theft. Can't go wrong with that. Open superfood paste kit. Hi, robot. I wish I could do something with the robot. So we have an apartment here, but we're not going to break into it right now. But I'm going to bet you again, I bet you if you buy a house here in town, that's probably the house you end up in. That's going to be my guess. So, anything else we need to see here in town before we kind of continue on with some of these missions? What's up here? Where's this go? More clothing shops? Oh, CJ's. CJ's open 49 hours a day. Well, that's handy. Elvis would be happy in
Stopping
Vegas.
by. What brings you in? Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I do my best to keep up.
How's business?
Nice and steady. Just the way I like it.
Good.
I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. Things keep going this way, I'm going to start opening franchises all over the settled systems.
That's good. Do you like it here in New Atlantis?
You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was going to come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together.
All right. What do you have for sale?
Yeah, sure thing. Take a look.
All right. So, a bunch of, food items. Canuck Canadian bacon. Canuck pancakes and maple syrup. That's great. That is great. I'll tell you what. Let's do this while we're here. Let's buy... We're going to spend some money on what may seem silly, but I'm going to buy what feels like basic ingredients. Just one. And I'm going to see if... Let's buy one apple, one beef, one chicken chunk, one potato. One container of cereal. Let's buy the grapes. Let's buy a lemon. Let's buy lettuce. Meal pack chicken. 50 calories. 50 calories per serving. That's pretty good. Eggs. Meal pack ramen. We already saw those. Aha! Med packs. Milks. An onion. An orange. A peach. A square of pizza. That's great. A plum. A potato. Raisin Bran cereal. That's beautiful. Wow. Ramen noodle classic flavor. Lentils. Let's buy some naan bread. This. Anything else that jumps out to me is just a regular... Oh. Some hamburger. They're spending a lot of money on this. It's probably not going to be useful for anything. But I have a plan. Buy one of those. We'll buy a steak. Turkey. Veal. A tomato. Okay. Now, what's over here? Ah. Components for crafting. Ah, so teas can be made into crafting items. Got it. Okay. So now that we've kind of bought all that food, I'm hoping that we'll be able to cook something later. That was the idea behind that. We'll see. We'll see if we can. So, what's over here? Athena Tower.
Used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
The Terramore threat is real. Why is this door not open?
These alien predators should be avoided at all costs. Do not attempt to engage. Report any sightings immediately to United Colonies authorities. Seek shelter and wait for a Marine detachment to jump in and eliminate the threat.
Alright, so if you find a Terramorph out in the wild, stay away from it. And then here we have the rich people apartments. So the Orion Towers are where the poor people live. And the Athena Towers appear to be the upscale apartment buildings. Got locked apartments. Just a single apartment? Is that all that's here in this tower? Huh. Okay. Well, that's fine. Surprisingly small residential area. Okay, and then over this way, Centurion Arsenal. Hello, guns. Let's see what they have to sell. Oh, look at it. All kinds of cool-looking guns. I'm sorry, robot. More cool-looking guns. Guns and grenades. Super lasers. I want a laser gun really bad. The guy's lunch. Aha! A weapon workbench. What do we have here? So. Aha! I can make stuff. So what does this do? Laser, optic, muzzle, grip and stock, magazine and battery internal. Well, let's do this. Let's make a gun mod. Our new shotgun. If we put a short barrel, we lower its accuracy and range, but we up. Oh, we make it lighter. Okay. Let's make it lighter. We'll use some nickel and iron. Oh, I can use my laser to mine nickel and iron when I find it out in the field. I'm a genius. Okay. We could give it a laser sight, which will bring its accuracy back up if we want. We can give it an iron sight or a reflex sight, so a little more weight. Doesn't do much for its accuracy, though. We would need an adhesive of some type. Probably like tape to put that on there. We can put a choke muzzle. Compensator. Up its accuracy. A muzzle brake. Up its accuracy. A suppressor. Which up its accuracy. But range becomes even less. Reduces acoustic intensity. I mean, that would be cool. That'd be funny. Grip and stock. A tactical... Ah, we can make it even lighter. If I had some titanium and some sealant. Okay. What can we do here? Can we make anything? If I had a polymer, I could turn slug shots. Up our accuracy and its range. Okay. Cool. So, we can do a lot of modifications to our guns. I mean, you can put... Ooh. We can buy skins for our guns as well. Okay. Well, that's cool. So we're going to back off of here for now. But we found a station where we can do this at. Let's talk to the proprietor. Hello,
something
proprietor.
To be said for brand loyalty. I'd much rather have someone comfortable with their purchase than some mythical best possible buy. Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word.
Well, you're pretty confident. You take it all pretty seriously.
Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here.
Huh. What would you recommend?
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking. I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best?
Shotguns.
Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration?
It's just easier if everything explodes. Up close and personal.
Then might I suggest taking a closer look at some of our bladed options? Quiet, discreet, and very effective.
Okay, well, personally, I prefer a shotgun.
I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
Alright, so what do we have for sale? What kind of weapons? We have the Coachman shotgun. We have one of those. This pistol. This Grendel. Some type of 11mm rifle. A modified Grendel. Grendel. More Grendel. Of course, we have a Maelstrom. Okay. So lots of different modifications you can see here. I like that clip. Anything with a giant clip. Ooh. An Old Earth hunting rifle. That looks pretty cool. The Rattler. A 27 caliber pistol. 12. I like the look of that gun. That's a cool looking space gun. Standard sidearm. Okay. Well, I tell you, we're not going to buy anything because we've already spent some money. What I do know is, let's see if they have the ammo we use. Nope. There we go. 7.77mm caseless. Our weapons use what again? 7.77 for our pistol. 6.5 and caseless shell. Of course, we have the laser we can try out, but so 7.7, 6.5 in the caseless. Whoops! I hit a wrong button.
I'm sure you already know. Please, take
oh,
a look.
Oh, the camera's freaking out. Let's not run out of ammo. So, caseless shotgun shells. Let's buy, like, what can we get for $1,000? Not very many. Ammo is expensive. Okay. And then how about 7.7mm? We have how much? I'm not sure. But yeah, okay. Maybe we won't buy anything else. Pardon moi. I am poor now. And while we're talking, let's go ahead and put our cutter on a favorite slot. Let's put it to the left of our shotgun. Which we need to have equipped. Alright, then we have a Mercury Tower.
Definitely better than the last interceptor.
Ah, the penthouse. We can't quite just go up to the penthouse. And then we have chunks. Have a drink too.
Welcome to Chunks.
Cola
Please
Zero.
Choose your chunks.
This is pretty great. This is pretty great. Okay, so you can buy food in chunks. I like the Chunks food brand. That's pretty good. Alright. I am completely lost as to where I am in the city, though. Like, somehow... Pioneer Tower. Another residential area building. I really hate the music that plays in here.
I might just stick with something intact.
What's the fun in that?
What do you need?
That was one hell of a night.
Indeed.
So you share my sentiments?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why such a first-class restaurant can be satisfied with serving second-rate coffee. Of course, it could just be my palate. It's quite refined, which is both a blessing and curse.
Where would you find better coffee?
Funny you should ask. I recently dined with a friend of mine with ties to the Freestar Collective. And he claims the best cup of joe he's ever had was in Aquila City.
Ah. Interesting.
Yes, although I doubted him at first. But then he showed me the proof. In his hand was a single coffee bean fermented in the digestive tract of an alien beast.
Huh. Sounds extremely dangerous to harvest those beans.
It seems that would be the case. Following this discovery, I hired a man to feed coffee beans to predators throughout the settled systems. But it seems after consuming the beans, the beast decided to make a meal of him. So I need someone to find this beast and remove my property from its stomach.
Done.
As for compensation, you'll receive 2,000 credits when the job is complete.
Done. I'll track down the beast and bring you your beans.
Excellent. I will have the coordinates sent to your ship.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to you.
If the bartender has a mystery drink for you to try, don't.
We got a bartender up here. Does he have a name?
Parallel to the food
He
we'll
does.
find here. One taste. I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis.
What's on the menu?
Yes, of course.
So just food. Ooh, fancy wines, fancy meals. Trilobites. Oh, that's pretty great.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I approve of the Trilobites food item. Highly approve. So here's the transit. Is this where we came in? We're in the residential district. Apollo Tower, Reliant Medical, Pioneer Tower. We have somehow wandered across the entire...
You gotta let her go. We got the other children. Grandkids, too.
But Sheila had such fire in her. She could have been anything.
I miss her, too. But after the accident, it's a mercy she went the way she did.
Even an extra day or two with her, well, that would have been the blessing.
Ah. Sad little side story. And then here's Apollo Tower. Okay, I think we have checked out pretty much the whole city except for the mast building itself. Where does this go? There's Reliant Medical. Okay. Starting to get the layout. Alright. Okay. This is the rail track here. There's somebody having a little walkie-talkie. What's up here? Is this the tunnel area? And then looking out over here. Oh, I'm in the mast building. Okay. I'm above the walkway that goes into the mast building. Oh! There's the realty shop. There's the museum. Oh, hello. What do we have? So this is not you, I think. Aha! Okay. So these three slot into the actual thing. Those two go there. Okay, so that one goes there. That goes there. Yes. What do we got? Some lubricant. 3 lubricants to be exact. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Well, that was worth walking around for. Now, where does this go? So over here, we're overlooking the Gala Bank area. Oh, okay. This gives you a nice little view of the whole city, so you can kind of figure out where you're going. And we're just kind of walking around the main building. That waterfall is real loud. I see. Okay. And this brings us back down here. For the Outland and the Volbarg building. The news network. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and go into our missions. You know what? I need to get used to doing this the right way. Let's open this menu and go down here. So, let's try a tree grows in New Atlantis, locate the biosensors, track that specific one, and let's find these biosensors. A little bit of running around. Whew. Getting a little low on the oxygen, high on the CO2. It's hidden behind this guy? Or he is the biosensor? Wait a minute.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
It's not an egg, buddy. The egg you found wasn't beeping, was it?
Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Oh, Jordan. Jordan, you're messing with science, man. Don't mess with science. Alright, so we'll head this way. Out of the way. So this is the UC Distribution Center, which we haven't actually gone into. Somehow we missed this before. We were cruising the city. We haven't been to the well either. This is a security mini-bot. I love how it gives out assertive beeps. That's pretty great. Hey, I need an egg.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience.
That's handy.
Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
Okay. What is it that you do here?
You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care.
You bought an egg from a kid recently. I need it.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why? What is it?
I'm just going to tell her what it is. It's scientific equipment. Very important.
Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Really? I'll pay you 100 credits.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I got no problem there. What do you have for sale?
I hope we have what you need.
So, what do you sell? Oh, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so you've got some weapons. Your classic types, plus a... What? $38,000, you can get a Gatling gun. And what is this? Okay. And of course, she's got some standard weapons and a laser pistol. Ammo. You know what? Let's buy... I have how much laser ammo? Not very much. Oh, it's so expensive. She sells a cool-looking spacesuit. The UC Marine spacesuit, which has a lot of protective capabilities. That's actually not bad. Okay. She sells the Marine backpack, which is a basic boost pack. Weighs a lot. She sells the Marine helmet, which is pretty cool looking. She's got some grenades. Got your regular kind of stuff. Ooh, she sells ship parts. Okay. And lots of penicillin. And she's got a bunch of resources if we needed them. Biosuppressants, iridium, just all kinds of stuff. Ooh, even ornamental material. That's handy. Man, there's so much stuff here. Okay. We may come back if we go to our
You're
ship.
always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Now that we know where this is. Oh, hey, buddy.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Mothers, am I right?
You're right. So, we could probably get back there and steal a bunch if we wanted to. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. But now we know we can buy a bunch of those materials if we need to do for our researching, which we might end up doing with the rest of our money. We'll see here. In fact, why don't we do this? Let's go to our ship. So, yeah, we'll go over here. Wait a minute. Let's not get distracted, Grug. Ladies? Let's not get too distracted, Grug. Let's head over and finish this mission we're on first. Oh. I wish I had more oxygen and could run faster or longer. We do have a shotgun, however. That's pretty awesome. Who doesn't like a shotgun? I mean, shotguns are awesome in games and in real life. Just in general, shotguns are great. So, we can run around this building. It's probably fatal to jump down there. But we'll Skyrim our way over here. Look, it's daytime. We can finally see. Thank goodness. Oh. Oh yeah, jumping takes up stamina.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Alright, we're getting closer. This is the actual masked building. Looks like underneath it. Down here somewhere. Oh, that's just a tram. Really? Hold on. Hold on. So I need to go somewhere else for the biosensors. It's in the residential district. Is where we need to head. Okay.
I do.
I think down here... Ow. Little train station area. I like these underwater plants. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff I like in this game so far. Alright, let's finish a quest today. This episode. Let's do something useful. Residential district. Let's do anything. Actually accomplish something in the game. And over here looks to be a sensor. Right down below here. Hello? Grab that. And then... one more. Which it looks like is to the leftish a bit from us. Just over there. Up above, okay. We'll walk around this way. Big crowd of people going to work.
your day's going as well as mine is.
My day is going great. Hey, that guy has a name. Tony. Is that you? No. Tony. Tony. Tony!
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a Terror Brew.
Hey, I was told to give you this.
Oh, thank you, I guess. An invitation, huh? Yeah, I checked out the church a few weeks ago, but I haven't gone back yet.
Let's see here. Why'd you visit in the first place?
My girlfriend and I want to leave New Atlantis and travel the settled systems. We've been working our butts off, and my girlfriend is so excited. I'm excited too, but it's still a little scary, you know? We've been in New Atlantis all our lives. We don't even really know what to expect out there. I guess I was seeking out some sort of comfort from the church. I don't really know.
I'll go visit them again.
I don't know. I don't want to disappoint anyone in case I stop going. The church was interesting, but how can anyone know for certain that it's all real? Doesn't that bother anyone else? I guess that's probably why I never went back. There's no certainty.
Let's do... That's just part of life. We have to learn to live without all the answers.
Yeah, you're right about that. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll visit the church again, but I'll think about it. Anyways, I gotta get going. Thank you for taking the time to deliver this to me. Take care.
Okay. You're welcome. Just want to make sure we don't run past a building we missed somehow. But I think we've seen every place except for the you know, the main mission. Ooh, what's this?
Ever run into spacers? Scavengers. We're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony floor. You'll find them scouring.
Am I blind? Is it? Oh, it's right here.
Whatever's not nailed down.
Found it. Alright, let's deliver these biosensors to that dude. It's like taking the elevators in Mass Effect. No one cares that I have a gun out. That I find odd, that there's no reaction to the gun. Hey, buddy, I got you things.
I really do need that additional data. If it isn't my favorite almost a lab assistant. What can I do for you?
I've got your sensors right here.
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief.
Great.
Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
Well, where are you going? Talk to me about it.
Well, there's good news and bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Huh. That doesn't sound like good news.
Well, from a certain point of view. In an admittedly somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
I'll take it. Thank you, sir. We're gonna check in on Kelton later. Why don't we just do it now?
Let's hope that Mast takes these findings seriously. These findings are alarming. The data from the biosensors speaks for itself.
So I actually do have to wait. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. We finished up a quest. What do we got next? An invitation. Got that. Let's see. Tony Callan gave him the invitation. So we got some other people we need to drop these off with. Let's do that real quick. We're at about an hour. Let's just drop these invitations off and finish this other quest as well.
It's a privilege to be able to work. Working at the distribution center can be tiring, but it sure is rewarding.
Did you always work there?
Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical.
Huh, sounds like you love your job.
Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good.
This guy
Every
is
day is
drinking
so
the Kool-Aid.
exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center.
Well, here's a leaflet.
Really? Nice. I went there a while back. Good to see they still remember me.
Why'd you stop go? What are your thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I don't really have any thoughts on the church itself. I wouldn't consider myself religious. I initially went because it just seemed interesting. I don't think I really know enough about the church to decide if it's bad or good, or if it's even a good fit for me. I guess maybe I should go back to figure that out.
Looks like they're interested in seeing you again.
Gotta say that it's nice. You know, having people think about you. Because of my job, I don't really have too much free time to socialize or make friends. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my job. It's the best job in New Atlantis. But still, it can be hard to put myself out there sometimes. That's actually one of the reasons I went to the Sanctum Universum. Just to talk with people and get to know them. It was nice. It really was.
Sounds like a great reason to go back.
Yeah, I think I will.
Hey,
let me ask you something. Do you believe in all this Sanctum Universum stuff? What do you think?
I believe that no one can prove it's real or not.
Uh-huh. Like Bigfoot. Do you know what Bigfoot is? Some monster that might have lived on Earth and had big feet. You know what? I'll just stop talking. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for bringing this to me. Keep on keeping on.
Okay. Let's drop off this other slate real quick. It's nice to know that I have become a cult recruiter.
I think I'm gonna take the kids off world for a bit. It's good for them to...
Is that another robot?
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
Huh. $30,000 people who died in the Colony War. And then back over here is Outland and the distribution center. Okay. That Bank building is cool. I already applied at the Ryujin Industries. Stop yelling at me, kiosk. Ugh. Why is this person so far away? There we go.
Never
Hey.
forget what the FC did. Never forget.
Okay, you are angry. You are so angry.
What do you want? I'm very busy.
Go to church. Relax. Marcus Lestry from the Sanctum Universum wanted me to deliver this to you.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. I went to the Sanctum Universum a while back. I haven't checked it out again, though.
Okay, maybe you should visit again.
I'm not sure. The truth is that I want to believe in it all. The Sanctum Universum believes that God gave us the ability to grab jumps so that we can search for him and find him. If that's true, maybe I can find my dad as well. I lost him when I was just a little girl. I can barely remember him.
Why didn't you go back to the church?
Because if it all ends up not being real, I'd be devastated.
Well, you're already angry. How about talking with the other members?
I don't need a lecture from you. Listen, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'll go back if I want to.
Okay, angry. Well, let's head back to the church and let's finish this episode up by getting a reward. Maybe? Oh. Oh. These Galbank ATMs, can you actually interact with these? Oh. You can steal from the ATMs. Okay. Alright, well I didn't realize that before. Stop moving, dude. We're coming to you. Oh, he's just outside the church. Come on. Come here. Hey, buddy. I finished checking in on your prior
Great.
visitors.
How'd it go?
I think some of them will come again. Ah, was there supposed to be some lesson to be learned from all this?
I don't know if I would go so far as saying that there was a lesson to be learned, but hopefully, if you talked with them, you noticed that each person had a different reason for visiting the Sanctum Universum. The diverse backgrounds and perspectives of each of our visitors and members is what makes our community so great. We support, challenge, educate, and comfort one another. At the end of the day, the church is trying to build a community. It doesn't matter what you believe or what your background is. All are welcome here.
Ah. I think some of them will come visit again.
I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes people just need a little reminder that they're always welcome here. Here, your payments as promised. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And I hope to see you around the church too.
Okay. Look at that. We have leveled up. So, what do we have to do? Scan 10 unique sources of stuff. And then we can zoom the meter in. Alright, well I think what we'll do here is we're going to hold on to this point because I want to spend it on either scanning or our persuasion skill. And we're just not getting a chance to persuade anybody yet. So we'll have to wait on that. That's where we'll wrap up this episode. Next episode we'll continue on. It looks like we still have here in town we have some interviews we have to do. We have to finish delivering the gem. Okay. Gotcha. And these are completed. Okay. these are my completed missions. Activities. Check in on Kelton. Investigate brownouts in the well. Put that up there. As we're going to be going to the well, I think, soon, which is... yeah, the primary sources. So we'll deliver the gem and then do primary sources next episode. So until then, I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you soon.